Hey folks, Dave here. Just got home from the rink, as I've been doing the last 10 days or so, and it's still not ending. I was hoping to play something tonight, but I come home and I'm beat. I had to referee 2 games tonight, and I says, something, I'm going to come home and just chill out. But I do need your help. Hockey fans, I do need your help. And what I need your help with is, as you know, well, I don't know if I mentioned it on the show, but I did mention here on the channel, I am going through the APBA hockey rule book. Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm actually creating a table of contents for this thing. Not contents, a TOC. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna list out everything that's in the rule book. For example, penalty shots. Good luck trying to find a penalty shot in that book. It's in there. It's casually mentioned in there somewhere. But if you want to know, like, oh, penalty shot, what's the penalty shot procedure? You got to read the whole book and just stumble on it. So I am going through, and I'm doing 2 things. I am pulling out some things that are in there that you might not know are in the APBA hockey rule book, and I'm giving them their own little thing. So it's like if you look at penalty shot, here's the penalty shot procedure. If you're looking up this, here's this procedure, and I'm going to try to explain it. And there's a few things like block shots that were miserably explained, and the whole clearing thing is miserably explained. So I'm going to try to explain those much better. So it's going to be kind of like the Dave rule book, where it's just going to be me explaining things and finding things and giving you a way to find things in here. Like one thing that I was reading that I didn't even know: 2 consecutive passes, successful passes on the power play. I mean, on while you're shorthanded, is a time kill. I didn't know that. I don't even know if it's possible, first of all. But if you complete 2 successful passes on the penalty kill, then you get the mark off a time thing. I didn't know that. But I found that in the book, so that's going to go in under timing. So I'm taking this book here and I'm really going through it with a fine tooth comb, and I'm going to come up with my table of contents, and I think I can make that available for people that have the game, because all I'm doing is just kind of clarifying things. You still need the game to play it, so I'm not giving anything away. I'm not putting any charts or anything. It's just going to be, finding the things in there. Like, what is the penalty shot procedure? Well, I'll dig it out for you and show you. So I'm going to do that. On top of that, what I'm looking for here from you guys is I would like to reintroduce rare plays back into APBA hockey. Now, I've simplified the APBA hockey game, and I took out the rare plays, and I even took out the matchups for right now, and I took out the dump in on the line changes. But I would like to put the rare plays back in. We were talking, some of us were talking the other day about rare plays, and I don't know if it was me and Ron or if it was in the Discord with some of the Patreons. We were talking about rare plays. And I thought it was really cool that in season ticket baseball that Ron Say got an inside the park home run. And I think I've told this story, and people were like, "Oh, that's impossible." It's a rare play. That's what makes it so fun, is it was rare. So I am looking for some help from my hockey fans, and even if you're not a hockey fan, help me come up with some rare plays. Now I've already got a list here that I've already started, and I don't know. There's another list somewhere that I got. I got like 2 or 3 lists going for rare plays. But I figured, if I'm going to make this my rare play available to everybody, because it's just my rare plays, um, I thought I'd reach out and see if anybody had any ideas. So if you have an idea for a rare play in a hockey game, I'm looking for suggestions. Okay. And leave the comments here on this video in the usual comment section as you do on YouTube. Or you can email me, digitaltodice@yahoo.com. And, not that I'm going to use them all, but I'm looking for suggestions because, I have a whole bunch. I at least would like an 11 to 66 roll for a rare play, or maybe even a 0 to 100 roll. I would like to have a whole bunch of rare plays, anything, obviously I have a penalty shot in there. That's a rare play. So I have that in there. Some of the rare plays are going to be immediate things. Like I say, the penalty shot, or maybe I have a couple here that's going to be a match penalty on somebody. So it's going to be a 5-minute major on somebody. So that, again, it's a rare play that'll come up. Some of these things, one I'm going to do is going to be kind of a split roll. Whereas the goalie comes out to play the puck, he fans on the clearing attempt and it's intercepted, and that player has a chance to fire it in the empty net, but you still have to roll for it to see if it goes in the net. So there's going to be some that are kind of an immediate play. And I thought it'd be fun because I think it was payoff pitch that I was playing. Yeah, it must have been payoff pitch. And I got a rare play that said, for the rest of this inning, everything is read off the tough on the pitcher card or something like that. It was something like that, it was anything read off the patient. It's going to be an automatic walk. It was something like that effect that like the rest of this inning, X is going to happen. So there'll be some things I'd like to put in there that would affect either the rest of the period or the rest of the game or players, going forward. So it wouldn't be an immediate rare play, but it'd be something that's going to happen in the game. For example, like the hot and cold goalies. That happens in inside the crease, where if you land on a certain number, it becomes the goalie's either hot or cold. And so I thought that would be kind of neat. I think Shootout does that too, is that the goalies can be hot or cold as part of a rare play. And I just got to figure out, how I'm going to have them handle, this hot and cold streak, what I'm going to do with that and how long it's going to last. But anyway, so if you have any ideas on rare plays that would work with APBA hockey, let me know. Again, there's probably some pretty creative people out there that said, I remember this game one time where this happened. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm actually looking for things that happened in real life that we could put into the game, and some, some of you guys are probably going to be pretty creative with this. So feel free to do that. So that's kind of what I'm here on asking for today. I want some help with the rare plays. So you hockey people or you non-hockey people, fire away. Hit me with whatever you got for rare play suggestions. And maybe there's something you can put out there, and I might just kind of modify a little bit to make it fit. Or maybe whatever you give me will be fantastic right out of the gate. But I would like to get as many rare plays available as possible because I want to put those back in the game. I really do. That's the one thing. About some of these games that, Hockey Bones is great, because it just plays right out of the box. And there's really no place for rare plays in that. But with APBA, where you do have the rare plays, again, that's why they're 1A and 1B, for my favorite hockey games, is they both do something a little bit different. So I think the rare plays in APBA is something that'll be a little bit different than Hockey Bones. So let me know on that. The other thing is I want to look here at the 81-82 Edmonton Oilers, okay? Ron and I were talking. In fact, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do for a topic. And we were talking about doing like the extreme players and teams, talking about them. But I wanted to look at the Gretzky card. Now, before I look at it, I don't know if I've seen it yet. Anybody want to guess before I flip it over here what his shot rating is? And again, the shot rating can be anywhere from 11 to 43. I think 43 is the max. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody that high. They can obviously be 0 if they never scored a goal. So I'm wondering what Gretzky's going to be. Is he going to be in the 20s or the 30s? I'm thinking for 81-82, I'm going to say he's a 31. That's going to be my guess. Well, Coffey's a 22. Stilton's a 21. I might be a little bit low. Dave Semenko, who was his line mate's a 34. Oh, I might have really messed this up. Texas Ag says 36. And he's got Tex got his 93-94 Hockey Bones in today. Nice. Yeah, I got mine over there too. I think I have 92, 93, 93, 94 in APBA. The other day I was going through some APBA videos on YouTube, and I stumbled on, some of my own videos, and it was me unboxing, and I unboxed 93, 94. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I have 93, 94 with APBA and with Hockey Bone. So kind of cool. All right. So I got to be on the low end then. So if Semenko's a 34, Messier's a 33, Curry's a 24, Gary Unger is a 22. Laurie Boschman, who's got his own game, by the way, is a 25. Oh, man, I messed up with that 31. 35. Tex Ags, you were close. Here's the Gretzky card. So There it is. There's the 35 on the short range. Assist of 62, short frequency 26. So, yeah, he's pretty good there. So he's got a 35 range, shot frequency of 26, and assist of 62. That's pretty incredible. So that's what it is. He's a 35. And is he the highest, by the way? What did I say that on the other guys were? Coffee 22, Semenko 34, Messier 33. I don't think anybody would be higher than 35. Lumley's a 33. I think he was a line mate. Ron and I were talking about that Lumley was out there. Anderson 24. There wouldn't be anybody higher than 35, would there? Holy cow. Ken Berry is a 34. And he's like the fighter. He's got like 14 and 25. He only played 10 minutes a game, but he's a 34. Never heard of this guy, but Ken Berry is you can see he's a 34. Unbelievable. Now here's something I want to talk about 1 second as I just finished going through the cards here. Hagman. Matty Risto Tappy Hacky Hagman. Never heard of this guy either, but he's a 34. Unbelievable. Look at these Oilers. I mean, everything's going to be in range. I guess that's why, because they scored so many goals. Ralston's a 32. Everybody but the goalie's a 32. Now here's a rare play. Just to give you an idea what I'm looking for rare plays. All right, let's take a look at this guy Brackenberry. Okay, he's got a shot range of 0. Okay, that means he probably didn't score any goals. What I'm thinking about for one of my rare plays, and again, we're talking rare plays. Okay, these are not common plays; they're rare plays. My rare play is going to be one of them that I was thinking about tonight on the way home. Was the next 0 rated shooter that is giving a scoring opportunity has that shot as an automatic in-range shot. Okay, meaning that if this guy, Brackenberry, were to get the puck at any time, and he was going to get a shot on net, he would not only get the shot, but it would be in range, and the goalie would have to make the save, and that would give him probably the only chance ever at scoring a goal. And we would consider that a fluke goal. Okay, so it would be basically he took a shot, it hit it hit a defenseman and might ricochet in the net. Because I think everybody should have a chance to score a goal. So that would be what I'm kind of doing with rare play. So on that particular rare play, it's again something I added tonight to my list. The next 0 rated shooter on either team that is giving a scoring opportunity will not only get that opportunity, but that shot will be considered in range, and the goalie has to make the save. And that would be a one-time thing. Okay, meaning that it's once that happens, once that 0 rated shooter has a scoring chance, it's automatically in range. But then that rare play expires on that. And I think I was going to call that like the unsung hero rare play. And I might give some fun names to some of these rare plays. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking for. On the rare play. And JT Dutch says that might be based on the shooting percentage. I think it is. I think that's what Ron was talking about today. And that is Ags with his 93, 94. Bones, he gets 36, and he was close, but you went over though. So you will not be in the showcase showdown, by the way. Yeah, I never heard of him either, but he was on the team. Brackenberry played with one of the teams you have up on your wall back there. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Again, I'm not really familiar with him. Now what I want to do is look at the 81-82 Hockey Bones and take a guess at what his shooting range is. Okay, so if he is a 35, it's almost identical to the Bones. Because if you let's just say you're a 21 here in APBA, you're going to be a 2 something, a 2, maybe like a 2.4 or a 2.5 for Hockey Bones. I'm going to say he's a 3, and I'm going to say he's a 3. Well, it's going to be 2 to 12. I would say 3.6 would be halfway. I'm going to say he's going to be a 3.5 in Hockey Bones. 3.5. All right, Unger's a 2.6. Semenko's a 3.6. Rolston's a 3.7. Holy cow. Messier's a 3.7. Lumley's a 3.7. Well, 3.75, if you will. Holy crap. Yari Curry's a 2.9. Dave Hunter's a 2.7, 2.8. So Charlie Huddy 1.7. Hagman 3.7. Wayne Gretzky's a 3.11. So there's Gretzky with the. Can I get that to focus in on that? There it is, 3.11, and was that 3.11, 3? That's basically 50%. Because again, you're rolling that blue D6, so 1 and 2 are automatic. 3 is good all the way up to 11. So the two white die, as long as they're 11 or less, or 10 or less. So 310 would be good. Anybody else over here? Paul Coffey 2.6. Here's Kurt Krakenberry. He's got a 1 too. See, that's what I like. See, he's got the 1-2-1. He's got a small chance of being in range, and I think that's how it should be. Everybody should have even a 1-2. That's the lowest, but a 1-2-1. So that would mean you would have to roll all ones. You'd have to roll 4 ones. You're rolling 4 dice. You'd have to roll 4 ones, and that's fine by me. That's fine by me. You at least have a chance, okay? Whereas in APBA, he really doesn't have any chance. I don't even know if it's possible for a zero rated player to score, because they say that even when you bump it up for like power plays and empty nets, I don't think you're supposed to bump him up. But anyway, so that is that. So yeah, I was wondering about those two things there. Let's see. Are you making your own homebrew chart for rare plays? Yes, that's what I'm doing. For APBA hockey is that what I actually did is I went through all the games I have, all the hockey games I have that have rare plays, and I went through all the rare plays and picked out the ones that I kind of liked, is what I did, and so I kind of wrote them down. And I started to put them together. Hopefully, I can find that list. And then tonight I added a ton more. And so I just thought it'd be fun for anybody out there that's a hockey fan, even if you're not even an APBA hockey fan, but you just would like to contribute to the project here, because I am, like I said, I am going through this book here, and I'm pulling things out so we all can find it. So we all can find out exactly what happens on the power play, what happens when you get a penalty shot, different things like that. I'm going to insert my own ways of doing penalties, my own ways of doing ODAI. So if anybody wants that, it'll be in writing. And I thought it'd be fun to do the rare plays, because the rare plays in the book are, not very rare plays. Let's just face it, they're just not. And I don't want stupid rare plays. I want stuff, that's going to have some kind of effect on the game, or at least either give you a scoring chance, give you a penalty, give you a power play, give a guy a chance to score that's never scored, maybe even let the goalie. One of them was, one of my rare plays was, if there's if you roll a rare play and there's an empty net, the goalie, I'm going to give the goalie a goal on the empty net. Now, again, for that to happen, A, the goalie would have to be pulled at the other end. B, the team with the goalie in their net that would be shooting at the empty net would have to roll a rare play. So for those things to happen, it would be pretty rare. But I'm going to, and I know that in APBA, there's a way that the goalie can score a goal, which is very similar to that. But I'm going to put that in as a rare play. So it just, if the net's empty, and you get the rare play in the end of the game, the goalie will fire it in the empty net. Now, that's going to be crazy for 60s and 70s. So at that point, they will just be credited with a goal. So that maybe what will happen is, like when Billy Smith scored, the other team shot it in their own end by mistake, so maybe I'll put in a caveat that, anything before the Hextall goal is just the goalie will be credited with a goal. The team puts the puck in their own net, goalie credited with a goal. Post Hextall, the goalie will score the goal. So I thought that'd be kind of fun. So just different things like that. Again, some things I want to have immediate, and some things I want to have later on, like the hot goalie. Rest of the period this, cold goalie, rest of the period this. I like the idea of having penalty shots and goalie fanning on clearing attempts, because that happened in all eras. I was watching some old stuff from the 70s, and the goalie would try to clear it on the board, and he would fan on it, and the guy would get it and have a chance to fire it in the empty net. And sometimes they scored, and sometimes they didn't. So I think a split role on that would be kind of good. Like the misconducts and stuff like that. Anybody can argue and get a misconduct, even if he never did. Even the cleanest player in the league, he's going to get a misconduct because he's going to argue. He's going to sit for 10 minutes. He's arguing with the ref. He's going to sit down and get a misconduct. So yeah, so anything like that you think that might be considered a rare play that you wouldn't want to happen all the time. You wouldn't want to, but it's got to be something that's just not common. It's got to be rare. Again, think Ron Say inside the park. Now, what was great about the Ron Say inside the park with season ticket is that, the center fielder crashed into the wall and was immobile. The runner gets a triple and has the opportunity to go home. Okay. And I don't know if they challenged his speed, or if they challenged the arm of the right fielder or whatever it was. And Say wasn't a fast runner, but I chose to, okay, again, this is fun. If I just held him at third, what fun is that? I'm sending him home. I want to tell people that Ron Say had an inside the park home run. And if you get thrown out, good. He gets thrown out. But at least I tried it. And I rolled, and he was safe. He got an inside the park home run. Now I can talk about that forever. So that's one of the things that I want to, do is have things like that. Have fun things like that in the game where, again, somebody gets a chance to score that never scores, or, somebody that never got a misconduct gets a misconduct. I think anything should be able to happen in a hockey game. I really do. And JT says that Gretzky had a shooting percentage almost 25%. Yeah, Ron and I were talking about that. And Messi, Lumley, Hagman, Smenko were all up over 20%. Yeah, that's probably why their shooting ranges are so damn high in both games. So I was actually going to play a game of APBA tonight, but I am really too tired. It's after midnight now. That takes me about an hour and a half to play a game here when I stream. So maybe that's something I'll try to do later on. Once I get a day off, yeah. I don't know when that's going to be. And Egg says, I will go back to APBA hockey as soon as I get Hockey Bones season ticket down pretty good. He tried APBA a couple of times and it didn't go well. I get it, and he needs all the help he can get. Well, maybe that'll help, maybe these little cheat sheets would help out. If I would have, again, just a table of contents of the rules, just so that way there you can kind of look at it and say, okay, what is this? What is that? Because when the way it was in the book, everything was just kind of jammed together. It really was. And I didn't like that. I didn't like how everything was just kind of thrown in, and it was like it was just kind of nonchalantly mentioned. And it's like, that was important. This is important. I need to write this down. This needs to be separate. So when I started pulling things out and separating it and putting it under a heading, I was like, oh, that makes more sense the way that, and then just explaining the clearing. The way they said it was like, subtract this if it's a negative number. No negative numbers. Here's the deal with the clearing. If you roll it and it's off the goalie card, it says, shot for the highest shot frequency, but check clear. Then you roll the dice, 2 dice. You look at it. Then you look at the clearing rating of the defenseman. Okay. If the dice roll is higher than the combined clearing rating for the defenseman, he gets the shot. If it's even or less than the defenseman clear it away and the goalie ties it up. That's it. It's simple. But the way they wrote it was, subtract the clearing ratings from the dice roll. If it's a negative number, oh my, what, why? Why would you write it like that? Just say, compare the dice roll to the combined clearing. If the dice roll is greater than, it's a shot. If it's equal or less than, the defensive cleared it away. That's how I wrote it in my little handbook here. And I think that just makes way more sense, And Robert stops by. Good to see you, Robert. Playing some hockey bones tonight. 84-85 Buffalo at the Islanders. Nice. Nice. Again, I pulled out my hockey bones here. This is my 81-82 Oilers, and this is my APBA 81-82 Oilers. And I was just kind of looking at some of the cards tonight because Ron and I were talking about what we're going to do for a show topic. And we got talking about Gretzky and, his incredible year. And, would it be possible if we played any of these games, could we get Gretzky to that many points? I'm actually playing him in was it ultra quick hockey? I think I'm playing ultra quick hockey, and I haven't played it in probably about a year now. But I've started the Gretzky season to see what ultra quick hockey would get him for points. And so what I do is I get the final score, and then I just roll to see how many goals and assists Gretzky would have, and then I'm done. And that's what I'm doing with that. And it was kind of a fun little project, And I think I got 10 or 12 games into the season, and I was keeping it on the spreadsheet. I don't know if that was on the old computer, so hopefully I still have it somewhere. But it's sometimes it's fun to do a project like that. It's just to kind of go back and see what you can do with somebody, because this team, like I said, I did this stuff with the Seals with shootout hockey. I played every game of shootout hockey, and I was checking the team stats. It was just how many wins and losses and ties, what I get compared to real life, and I didn't really keep stats. With this other project here, I was keeping stats, and this might be kind of fun at some point someday to play all the Oiler games, if possible, with either Bones or APBA and see what I got. It might be kind of fun. Too bad there wasn't a computer game for either one, so you could kind of really play it kind of quick, like Stone Cold. You rip through that game, and you can, get a pretty good idea on stats because you can play it really quick. But anyway, yeah. So if you have ideas, I'm going to jump out here in a second. Okay, I'm going to rewrite this book here, or at least give you a table of contents and clear up some things, and put in my own suggestions on how to handle some things. And once I'm done with that, I'll let you guys know. But I just want to fix that. Is what I want to do. I want to fix it, and so people can enjoy the game. Like the spreadsheet was great, and I did a video showing my my assists and the ODAI, and they weren't mine. They were from somebody else. But I'm bringing all the stuff in, and I'm going to put all that in there as well to say, look, here's some things I think would help the game. And the traditionalists, can play the game as it is, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you like it as it is out of the box, then play it out of the box. It's fine. I had too many issues with it out of the box, and the modifications that other people have made this game smoother. If they polished the edges, they've made it much more enjoyable for me, and they made it much quicker for me to play. And so that's kind of what I'm going to do. And yet, when I'm done, I will definitely let you know, and I'll let people know as well. And just again, it's just going to be a table of contents, and then some of my home brews that I use. And again, I've mentioned them mostly here, but I would like to get that rare play chart. I really would. I had like 20 or 25 rare plays. I think I've added another 20 here tonight. So I don't know how many I would have, but I would like to I would like to, at least get an 11 to 66 roll for rare plays. If not, the 0 to 100 or the 1 to 100 might be kind of good to have 100 rare plays. That might be a lot, but I mean, again, it's rare plays. It's supposed to be rare. And I think what I'm going to do as well as another homebrew rule when it comes to the rare plays. Let me call up my chart here real quick. So on the forecheck chart, okay, I'm looking at the chart here. I think what I'm going to do is this for the rare plays. So rare plays are 41 through 45. So 41, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 numbers, 41 through 45. And the rare play increases as it gets larger. So in other words, if you roll a 41, you check for a bench minor, and then you roll, and a 2 to 10 is a neutral zone face-off, and 11 to 12 is rare. The next number 42, 10 to 12 is rare, and then 8 to 12, 7 to 12, and 5 to 12. So as you go up, the chances of a rare play increases. I'm going to settle on one of these numbers here, I think. I think a rare play should be rare, and I think if, a 5 to 12, that rare play is going to come in too much. So I might settle on like a 10 to 12 for a rare play. So anytime any one of these comes up, roll. If you get a 10 to 12, it's a rare play. Otherwise, just a neutral zone face off. Because I don't want rare plays coming up all the time. That's the thing. You know, one a game, two a game would be perfect, I think, depending on the situation. Um, maybe three at the most. I just, like I say, rare plays are supposed to be rare. And if you get 3 or 4 a game, then they're not so rare anymore, you know. Um, but that's where some normal rare plays come in. Like, you don't need the craziness rare play, you know. But I mean, like I say, you know, guy with the puck gets a misconduct, or guy with the highest minor rating gets a match penalty, 5 minutes for high sticking or something like that, or you know cross checking or something. It's something like that that can happen, during the course of a game, a little bit more regularly than a quote rare play. But I mean, some of those in there might help too. So I don't know, it's all stuff I'm kicking around. So anyway, so if you have any suggestions, and yes, this Texas Ag says, yeah, just play the game and have fun. Yep, that's what we do. So if you have any rare play ideas for hockey, specifically the APBA hockey game, let me know what they are. And no matter how crazy they are, just put them in the comments here. I'd like to know what you think, and I'd like to kind of to filter through them and see which ones I'd like to add, and see which ones are would work with for APBA and the whole bit. And yeah, so I want to know what you guys are thinking. So you hockey fans out there, or fans of hockey, or just whatever, if you've seen a game, again, what would be neat if you said, hey, I went to a game one time and this happened and it was totally crazy. And again, it doesn't have to be anything new, like video replay. Well, there was no video replay in the 60s or 70s, so I guess that could just be the referees getting together and talking about it, and things like that. So yes, anything at all, anything that you've seen in a game, or that you think would be kind of neat, or would be fun on the tabletop, just let me know. And I'd like to create a rare play chat with your help, if you don't mind. So anyway, I'm Dave. I'm going to bed. It's after midnight. Hopefully we're going to record tomorrow. I get games Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then my normal Monday and Tuesday. So what's that? 9 more days before next Wednesday comes. And then I think next Wednesday will be my first day that I don't go to a rink for like 14 days in a row. So hopefully next Wednesday I can take a big breath and maybe play all day. Maybe I'll take the day off and just play all day and just say, leave me alone. Nobody call me for anything. Although I was contacted by the movie people. If you remember, I was doing the reading for the food channel. Not the food channel, but a food channel on YouTube. And I was also doing movie recaps. And then the people sold the channel to somebody else. And then after a couple of months, he's just like, yeah, I can't pay you this much anymore. So I stopped doing it. And I think he's doing it himself, because the guy that's doing it right now sounds kind of weird. It's just, I don't know. It just sounds like just someone talking into a webcam. But anyway, the original people contacted me, and they're doing something on TikTok. I have no idea what it is, but they said, would I be interested in doing some 5-minute reads? And I said, absolutely. So I'm going to hook up with them again and see what they want to do. So I might be back on the TikToks doing some reading. Should be kind of fun. But anyway, I'm Dave. Give me those rare plays. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.